once again to you guys. You're watching this day by day when I release it, but right now I'm actually filming this on Monday, and I'm filming all these back-to-back, so I have to do this every single day this week. So yeah, my voice is tired, but let's get to it because you already know why I'm here. I'm here to review The Walking Dead Season 4. You read the title, right? Okay. The Walking Dead Season 4. Here we are. Here's the season where everyone in my family, or my mom at least, said this season had the greatest first half, and the second half had some really, really boring parts. Let's get started, guys. We got 16 episodes to talk about The Walking Dead Season 4, which I enjoy the first half so much. Second half has some great moments, but we also have Walking to Terminus. Oh my gosh. Let's get started. So episode 1, 30 Days Without Accident, literally is about Daryl and a group of guys going to the big spot, and they have a big action scene, whatever. It's a great action scene with the zombies falling on the roof, whatever. It's intense, it's an awesome action scene, and then Rick is just following this Irish girl, and then she kills herself. So basically not a lot happens in episode 1, it's just like a big introduction, hey, we're back, Walking Dead's back on. Episode 2 is where the sickness starts. Now I do have a problem with the sickness. It just happens for like 4 episodes. Literally in the show now, there's never another sickness. It literally just happens and it goes away. I really feel like the show was just pulling a little sickness off for 4 episodes leading up to the governor or whatever in episode 6, 7, and 8. Literally, that's all it felt like to me. Like, if they would have had this thing come out the whole series, I might have liked that. But this sickness happened in those first 4 episodes, and that was it. It didn't happen for us, the series. It hasn't happened since then. But I do like the sickness, though. Episode 2 is really interesting with all the sickness happening and the big jail cell attack, whatever, and they think it's zombies. Well, it is zombies, but they were like, oh, it's sickness, whatever. And Carol just burns Tyrese's girlfriend, whatever. And episode 3 is an awesome, awesome episode with them getting attacked by the zombies, whatever. Getting attacked by the zombies, whatever. Them going off to save the medicine, whatever. It's awesome. Michonne, Daryl, Bob, and Tyrese. When Tyrese just like nailing all these zombies with the hammer or whatever, it's awesome. And then you have to go and Bob's trying to drink alcohol or whatever, which is in the comics. I don't remember Bob at all. And in the show, I didn't care for Bob at all in the show. But it's really cool in that episode. It's really awesome, really good acting and everything, especially with Carol and Rick. Carol finally reveals to Rick, hey, I killed the people, whatever. And Rick's a good cop too. He figures it out. Episode 4 is Rick and Carol, they're going on a supply run. There are a lot of filler kind of stuff. You get to meet 2 guys, or a girl and a guy. The girl gets killed, but the guy, he runs off. We won't see him until season 5 premiere. But then Carol gets banished. Rick's like, you're gone. I can't let you come out to the prison since you did that. Episode 5 is the Herschel episode where Herschel fights off the sickness pretty much or whatever. It's interesting. It's awesome. It's cool. Glenn almost dies with the sickness. It was one of those episodes like, is Glenn gonna die? And they really not gonna do what they did in the comics to Glenn, which we will find out Sunday, I hope. But yeah, he almost died, but he did it, of course. Daryl and them come back. I love the scene with Carl and Rick. They're just like, they machine gun down the zombies. It was an awesome scene. I really enjoyed that. Episode 6, 7 literally did not need to happen. It was literally 2 episodes of the backstory of what happened to the governor. It was interesting. Episode 7 is way better than episode 6. Episode 6, it's literally Governor meets Tara and her sister and her daughter that he really loves, whatever. Episode 7, they make a bigger group, whatever. They make a larger group and they find the prison and that's it. That's all happens in 2 episodes. And it's complete filler, and yeah, the Mexican guy dies. Episode 8, one of the best episodes of the whole entire series. Too Far Gone. I love this episode, especially when Rick gets shot in the leg. I was like, don't die, Rick. And the girl gets bit by a zombie in the mud, and he has to shoot that little girl, the governor. He's a dark guy. And they kill Herschel. He's like, bling! And just like chopped, and it's like falling, and it's awesome. It's an awesome episode. And there's a big action. The prison gets destroyed. The governor gets killed by Michonne. The governor is bop, bop, bop all over Rick. Rick is beat up in this episode. Michonne's like, shing, and he dies. And that girl shoots the governor or whatever. And then the zombies attack the prison. Everyone's getting split up like they did in the comics. Everyone's getting split up, whatever. It's an awesome, awesome episode with great action scenes. You think that Judith is dead or whatever. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's action-packed. I really, really enjoyed the episode with great acting and writing, directing. And then we get the second half of Season 4, which in my opinion, has its moments of greatness. And it has its slowest, goddess moments of this entire series. It is slow in this second half. Episode 9 I like because it's a really good rip-off of the comics. Rick and Carl with them just by themselves. I enjoy that. I like seeing Rick trying to grow and be better, get healthy. Episode 10 is literally just showing each characters like where they went. Like Daryl and Beth are together and they just run. They go through the woods running from zombies. Tyrese and Carol, they meet up, but Carol doesn't know that Tyrese doesn't know that Carol burnt the bodies, whatever, so Tyrese has no idea until later in the season, which I really enjoyed, and he has the 2 kids, and Judith, which he starts becoming a babysitter. I mentioned this in Season 3. He's a badass character, but after he gets that baby, he literally is just a babysitter in this entire series from now on, which I really did not like. I wish they really more introduced his character more and did more with him. But that's all that happens to him. Glenn is back at the prison. He runs into Tara, and they run into Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene, which I really like. I really enjoy Abraham as much as I can. And Maggie, Bob, and Sasha are together, and they think Glenn's dead, but he's not. So they move on, whatever. Episode 11, badass episode. Intense episode where Rick's like under the bed, whatever. He's trying to be quiet because he's laying on top of the bed, and he breaks that guy's neck, whatever, or he chokes him out actually, and he gets his gun. They leave, him, Michonne, and Carl, whatever. They leave together, which that was an intense scene. When Rick is in that house by himself, is intense. You also get to meet Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene. Abraham is trying to get Eugene to Washington D.C. because he thinks he knows the cure. We learn later in the show what happens to that subplot. But you get to learn about him, which I really enjoy, I really like, and then we get to see Rick and them kill that guy, and it's like coming back and forth between commercials and all that kind of stuff. Episode 12. One of the worst episodes ever made. Beth and Daryl do nothing. They do nothing. They go to a cabin and drink moonshine. That is all what happens. Nothing else. I hate that episode. I do not like that episode. Episode 13. Basically nothing happens. Maggie, Sasha, and Bob, they kill some zombies and they argue with each other. Daryl and Beth, they talk even more. And then Beth gets captured. Nothing much. Episode 14. It is a good episode, but it's more of a filler. Carol kills 2 kids with the famous line, "Look at the flowers, look at the flowers." She just shoots the kid in the head. That kid, I hated that kid. When she stabbed her sister and tried to choke Judith, she put her hand over the mouth of the baby. And they're all leading to Terminus, by the way. They're all going to Terminus. On the train tracks, they're going to Terminus, by the way. And I really like that story, and it's leading up to something big, which I'm hoping for, which we find out in Season 5. Episode 15, all it is a build-up to the finale. Maggie and Glenn, they meet, their groups combine, they come together, it's a cool scene too. They're going through these train, they're going through a tunnel. It's a really cool scene and all. Rick and Carl and Michonne, you see them for 2 seconds and they're just still walking. So yeah, Abraham, Rosita, Eugene, Glenn, Sasha, Tara, Bob, and I'm pretty sure that's it. They all come together and they actually get to Terminus, and the last scene in the episode is "Welcome to Terminus," and she's cooking steak, whatever, and that's the end of the episode. So episode 16, now we have to get Carl, Rick, and Michonne there, and then everyone will be there, right? Yeah. And I love this episode, because this is when Daryl and Joe, whatever, they're together. Daryl's with Joe. By the way, episode 15, they're together. And so Rick literally bites that guy's neck, right of his mouth. That is one of the most intense scenes. Just like Season 2 with Shane, that scene where they kill Shane. This episode reminds me of that, when Rick is he's saying, "Leave Carl alone," because you know Rick can just kill this guy. And he shoots him, he's doing this, and he knocks his head back, whatever, and he bites that guy's neck. It is intense, and he's like, "He's mine," and he stabs that guy, and he rips his stomach up. I'm like, what is that? I loved that. I love that scene. And then the season ends with a fucking cliffhanger of him, they go in the Terminus, whatever, they get trapped in the train car, whatever, and he says, "They're fucking with the wrong people." In the show, he says he's screwing with the wrong people. On the Blu-ray, he actually says he's fucking with the wrong people. Season 4 has its strongest moments, the first half, a couple episodes in the second half, but there are some really slow moments, and that's why this season gets a B. I know, it's a B, it's my lowest grade I've given the show so far, and in future days it's also the lowest, but it's just a slow season. Not a lot happens in season 4. But some stuff does happen, of course. Like big moments. Herschel dies, Governor dies, the death of the prison. All this kind of stuff happens. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!